How is it going, everyone? It's Johnny Beard here with another episode of the Streamer Stories podcast. My guest today is Lovely. They are the Lovely Montana. There they are. Hello.
Hi Jenny, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you doing? You doing well?
I'm yeah, I'm really good, thank you. Thank you for asking me. I really appreciate it. I'm very touched and honored.
No,
So
no.
thank you, Johnny.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I think you're amazing.
Oh,
You are a wonderful
oh,
being.
no, you, Johnny, no, you.
You're an absolute
Oh,
sweetheart. No, no, no. We're not. No, I'm going to out compliment you. No, you are an absolute sweetheart. You're a wonderful being. So yeah, that's right. Yeah, I won. I won that one. But
but
I,
yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I hope you're well too.
I'm great, thank you. I'm very, very,
Good.
very, very excited to chat to you about this. Again, lovely Montana, thank you for joining. We've known each
You're
other for.
welcome.
It's not been like insanely long. I think it's probably about 12, 18 months. I think it's been about 18 months. I think, hasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I
Um,
mean, I knew of you very, very early on because through Survivorship's community.
whose
I remember
community?
Survivish. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I was one of Survivorship's community members a couple of years ago, and I used to see you there.
Yeah.
But we weren't friends
Oh, that's so
until a bit
wonderful.
later. Yeah, but I was very aware of you, and I knew your name.
Oh,
So
that's
when we did,
wonderful.
yeah, 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 and when we did become friends, it was very lovely for me because I'd seen you around and I thought you were really cool. So yeah, when we became friends, it kind of made my day. So
Oh,
thank you for that.
oh,
Yeah.
you've
So
now
I've been
out
at
complimented me now.
I win again. But yeah, I've known of you ever since I've joined Twitch really because Survivish was one of the first communities I found. I found her through Electrocute.
Right. Yes.
So yeah.
Oh,
So I've
Electrocute's
I've been
awesome.
aware of you. She is amazing. She's amazing.
I need to get her on the podcast if she'd agree. I've not asked her yet.
She's amazing. I'm sure that she would come up in this podcast anyway. I'm sure I will mention her
Oh,
because yeah, she's great. So yeah.
the Survivors has been on this podcast. They are wonderful. I miss them so much. I do. Oh,
Me
I
too.
I love them very dearly. Shout out to Survivors. Definitely check out Survivors and their
Yes,
episode. A
me
wonderful
too.
person. I never knew that. That's there we go straight away. Never
I
knew that.
know, I know. So
Goodness
it's
me.
funny, isn't it? How paths will cross and we find
Yeah.
each other. Yeah.
Oh
It's
wow. That makes me
yeah.
happy. That really
Oh,
does.
good. It's beautiful how it all works. Yeah.
Right? Ah. Well, that's
Yeah.
that. You're lovely, Montana. You used to be in Montana Recreations.
Yeah.
So we'll
Yeah.
maybe talk about that. Actually, shall we talk about that? Is that okay to
You
talk about?
can.
Is what was the
You
reasons behind
can.
your username? We don't normally start with that, but let's go that way. So yeah, what's with that?
Um, like one of my favorite games is Horizon Zero Dawn, and there is a DLC in that game called The Frozen Wilds. And in
Okay.
the DLC, Aloy goes to Yellowstone Park, and there's the visitor center of Yellowstone Park still there. Well, the ruins of it. And there's this amazing character, and he's hilarious. And he's collecting all these effigies around Yellowstone Park and putting them onto the kind of how do you call it, virtual machine that teaches you about the animals.
Okay.
But it's not complete. It's kind of broken. So he's kind of trying to work out his own way of evolution, and he's not completely wrong with his ideas. You can see where he's coming from, but they are
Okay.
really hilarious, his ideas. But the virtual reality machine, it's a commentator, and he is absolutely hilarious. He's from the past, but it's all advanced technology. But
Sure.
he's hilarious, and if you look on YouTube, you see him. He's like this 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 great bear, he is brought to you by Montana Recreations. And he keeps getting,
Oh.
every time you get a new effigy, he keeps getting crazier and crazier the way he's saying, brought to you by Montana Recreations. And I just found it really, really funny. And I really wanted the name. So I just took the name and I put an underscore in the middle. And that was it. That was Montana. That
Wow.
was that was the story.
Yeah. And then the change to, I mean, it was a very long name, wasn't it? Like, I remember trying to shout you
Yeah,
out once, where it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Montana Recreate.
It was, and I think people couldn't say it, and people didn't want to raid me because they didn't know how to write it.
Oh,
And do you want to know the story of how I got Lovely Montana?
yes, I'd love to.
You do? Okay, okay. So there's two people that influenced me with this. Like, I go into Nightcast Guitars chat, and he always calls me Lovely Montana. Ever since the beginning of me going in, he was always calling me Lovely Montana. And then I
Oh,
went into Super Sleepy Tea's chat,
oh yes.
and it was so funny because he said to me, Montana, have you thought about changing your name to Lovely Montana? And I said, well, not really, no. And he said, well, you should look into it because everybody calls it you anyway. So go and look and see
Oh,
if it's available. And I just thought, what the hell? I'm going to go and have a look and see if it's available. And it was. So, yeah, it just happened on a whim. I was
yeah,
listening to him, and it was just like a last minute decision, and everybody really liked it. So,
yeah. I really like
yeah.
it.
You like
Yeah.
it?
It's a cheat to a T as well.
Oh,
You are lovely, you know, and
well, I'll
I think you used the
try.
word lovely as well in your. It's part of your speech as well. You call people lovely as well, don't you? So it's kind of like a community word for you in your community. I've noticed. So
Me? That is
yeah.
so sweet of you. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you.
No,
So, yeah, that's the story.
no, I love that. I love that. So lovely, Montana. So
Yes,
obviously
Johnny.
we've gone through the username now, but do you want to introduce yourself? What type of content do you create, and where can we find you on social media? On you know, on what platforms do you cover?
Um, I go live on Twitch. I go live on Kick. So I'm multi-streaming. I also go live on YouTube. So yeah, three platforms for multi-streaming. I also have Twitter. I don't stream on Twitter, but I do have an account there. Also Instagram, TikTok. What's the other one?
Instagram, TikTok.
Discord. I have a Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my content, I mostly do challenge runs, mostly Resident Evil. Sometimes I'll diverge and play some Horizon Zero Dawn or some Sonic the Hedgehog or
Hey.
some, yeah, yeah, right, or some Buster Move 4. These are my favorites, but mostly Resident Evil, no save, no damage runs. Um, yeah, at the
Yeah.
moment I'm working on Director's Cut.
Nice.
Resident Evil 1. And I'm also working on End of Zoe, which is the Resident Evil 7 DLC.
Yeah.
And yeah, so working on those to get no save, no damage. It's going to be a big challenge, but I'm a tenacious bitch, so yeah, it's I don't know if that's an advantage or disadvantage being a tenacious bitch, but yeah,
I think it's a
I
major
can.
advantage, personally.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. For sure.
So so yeah, mostly survival horror, but also sometimes Metal Gear Solid. I love Metal Gear Solid as well.
Hmm.
So yeah, mostly Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I remember finding you
Yeah.
was through Resident Evil community. So that's why it threw me like completely left sideways when you said it was through Survivors. You knew me because yeah, I've known you as Resident Evil no damage streamer who is insanely really talented at it. Like you've inspired me with how good you were at it. So you know, yeah.
Oh, well, it surprises me, Johnny, because I always thought of myself as a really bad gamer with,
Not many
and
people
then
can do no damage.
well, it's just pushing buttons in the right places, isn't it, Johnny? Anyone can do
I suppose anyone could do it. Yeah, yeah.
Anyone can do it. Just practice your ass off, honestly. I do have very good timing. Like, I used to be a drummer. Um,
Oh,
yeah, I'm quite musical, so I used to drum. I can play a bit of guitar, so I do have the rhythm, I do have the timing, and that's always beneficial for that kind of thing.
did
Um,
you ever play Buster Groove? You mentioned Buster Move. Did you ever play that Buster Groove game?
no, I didn't play that one.
No.
But yeah. So I don't know, it's just all kind of a big mixture of all my skills growing up and, I've learned through my life. And maybe it's just all come together at the right moment and I
Right.
can play video games.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. I'm so happy that that you do what you do. But yeah,
Thank you.
let's talk about little Montana, young Montana. So what is your first like memories of playing games then? Did you play them? Did you see them? What was your relationship with games as a kid?
Um, I remember my very first game that I played. So when I was growing up, we didn't we weren't a rich family or anything like that. I used to play with worms in the garden and snails and dirt and climb trees and all that stuff. And there was a girl who lived down the road, and she had a bit of money and she had a Game and Watch.
Oh right.
And
Oh wow.
yeah, she had a Game and Watch, and it was Donkey Kong, and I was so jealous of it. And she let me borrow it, and oh my God, Johnny, I was obsessed with this Donkey Kong. I was obsessed with these barrels rolling down, and I think it's kind of influenced me about my obsessions with gorillas.
That was a sentence I didn't expect to hear.
Oh my God, I can't believe I said that.
Fair enough.
But I was so like I was saying before, I was so tenacious and I was so stubborn that I just sat there for hours, and I did finish the game. Poor old Elsa, I have no idea how long I borrowed that game for. She really didn't mind though. She let me borrow it
Oh,
as long as I needed. Yeah, she was a good friend.
what a good friend. Yeah.
Yeah, she was great. And yeah, I finished the game. And this is really weird, but I had this wart on my finger, and just holding the game and watching all the kind of, I don't know, stuff, it cured it. And I'll never forget that.
That's that's kind of weird.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
How?
weird, and I don't know, it's kind of weird and it's kind of gross,
Yeah. I hope if you
isn't
clean it
it?
after the day, go, I can have it back. Thank you.
I didn't clean it. No, here you go. No,
Um,
poor old
what
girl.
a
No.
she's a good friend, warts and all. High five.
Yeah, what's and all snails and worms and everything. There you go,
Oh wow,
love.
not so lovely. This it's not a lovely start to lovely Montana. This, I'm sorry.
You haven't heard the rest of it yet, Johnny.
Oh
We've got
no.
more to come.
Oh. Okay. Here we go.
But yeah, I got absolutely obsessed with it, and it's a kind of a pattern that's kind of helped with Twitch as well. I don't
Goodness.
give up stuff. I really don't give up, Johnny.
But
Um,
the game and watch. I think Montana. I think you're the first to mention that on this podcast. Would you believe we're like 70, 80 episodes deep now, and like no one's brought that up. That's kind of crazy. And that's your origin story.
that is my origin story, yeah.
Yeah, fair
So
play.
maybe I don't know. I'm cool then. Yay,
Yeah,
yay me.
unique. So yeah, so was
But
it
yeah.
just the one game? Were there multiple games? Where did
No,
you?
it was Donkey Kong. Just
That was
Donkey
it.
Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Just
So
Donkey Kong.
just Donkey Kong. Hashtag just Donkey Kong. Um,
Yeah.
so what happened after that then? So did they like spark something like, oh, I want to have my own consoles or handhelds or?
Well, my next console after that was the Sega Mega Drive.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah. Um, and we were actually we were very young adults then, and we were living in Japan. So we actually bought it in Japan.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And it was called the Mega Drive.
Yeah.
And the game I played then was Sonic the Hedgehog, and it was
Nice.
it was it was just a repeat of Donkey Kong again. It was learning all the patterns and sitting there obsessing about it, and you couldn't save.
No.
You had to leave it on all night, or you sat there for 48 hours playing the game. So yeah, the first one was the Sega Mega Drive, and that kind of set me up again with the gaming too.
Oh.
Um, yeah, and it's only really been consoles I've used. Like we had the Sega Mega Drive, and then when we came back to the UK, we got the PS1. And that started it all off about Resident Evil, and we were Tomb Raidering and Final Fantasy VII, and yeah, just the quality of the games on the PS1 was amazing, and we
Yeah.
used to obsess over it. We got the magazine, we got the hotlines that you could telephone to get hints.
Yes. Who
Yeah,
who does?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those were
We
the
had
days.
but those were the days. We had the demo discs. I remember getting the Resident Evil 2 demo disc, and I played the ass out of it.
Hmm.
I just played it and played it and played it, and all the hype was coming about Resi 2 coming out because I missed Resi 1. I wasn't there for the hype of Resi 1. But for Resi 2, I was there for the hype, and I got it on the first day of release and played the ass out of Resi 2. So, yeah, we've been console people. PS1, GameCube, Nintendo Wii, Nintendo Wii U, then the PlayStation 4. And now I've moved on to PC. Now,
Yeah.
with the streaming and everything, I use PC now.
Yeah.
It's easier for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But before streaming, I was just purely console
Yeah. Yeah.
gamer.
Pretty
Yeah.
much same.
We do have a Switch in the family, but I've never played it.
Yeah.
More PS4 games. But yeah, I loved my Mega Drive.
That was your pride and joy, was it? If you had to choose like one console, would it be Mega Drive? Would it be PS1?
I would say PS1. I miss my PS1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say PS1. I wish I had one.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame.
And the catalog was amazing. I still have Tomb Raider. But I don't have a console.
No.
I do have Duck Station though.
Yes.
But I do have all the games. I have all the games.
Yes. I was gonna
Yes.
say,
Yes.
we always have Duck Station. We always have Duck Station.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah.
Well,
But I
well,
do. I really like the PS1
Yeah.
catalog. Yeah.
I'd say it's mine as well. PS1 is definitely my era as well. Yeah. But yeah,
Oh,
I've got to ask you. I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, and it's been lovely spotting you once in a blue moon playing Final Fantasy 7. How much of a Final Fantasy fan are you? Is it quite broad, or is it 7, or where's your spectrum when it comes to Final Fantasy?
oh God! I've got a story about Final Fantasy 7. If you want to hear
I'd
it.
love to. Yes, yes.
Okay, so my partner was playing Final. I don't know if he's listening. My partner was playing Final Fantasy 7, and he had a save file, and he got like quite far into the game. You know how long the game is, right?
Yeah.
He got quite far into the game, and then I came along. Oh, I want to play this game. You know what I did, don't you?
I know where this is going. Yeah.
I did it, and he's still bitter about it.
When was
It's
this?
not, it's, oh God, it was ages ago. It was bloody yonks ago.
Months, years?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He's fine. But I love Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
I've played it a few times. It's one of my comfort games.
Yeah.
I really love Final Fantasy VI, and I started Final Fantasy IX, but I didn't finish it.
Okay.
But they have been my favourites. Anything after 9 I haven't touched, but I did touch the remake, part 1.
Okay.
But I didn't finish it. I got like 3/4 of the way through, and then I just got fed up with it.
Oh.
So I didn't. I know, funny, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Especially
But
the timing of that. As in, I won't go into any further than that. But yeah, if you went 3/4 of the way in, it was probably quite similar to the original game, just obviously fleshed out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just lost interest. But the original I can play all the way through.
Yeah.
So yeah,
good.
it's funny, isn't it?
I do the 7. It is fantastic.
I love it. I love the music.
Oh.
I was playing Final Fantasy, not Final Fantasy, Resident Evil Christmas mod yesterday.
Yes, I was there. Yes.
And they had the Final Fantasy music
Yeah.
in the Neptune area.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
beautiful. Yeah.
We were talking about that. I was like, "This is Final Fantasy 7 music."
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
it got me off guard. I was like, "Huh?" So, yeah. No, that was really
yeah.
nice.
I do. I love Final Fantasy 7. I even watch speedruns of it on Twitch,
Oh, yeah.
Dash Retro, and yeah. It kind of calms me down.
Yeah.
I watch Horizon speedruns, and I watch Final Fantasy 7 speedruns.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I could ever speedrun a Final Fantasy game. I know, again, a mutual of ours is Monster Damash. He's thinking of speedrunning it. I'm like, God, just if it goes wrong, you've got to spend like 6 hours doing something, and then something
Yeah.
goes wrong. You got to say, oh, I don't know if I could do it. It's not so bad if it's Resident Evil. It's only like an hour.
Yeah. I think you could do it, Johnny.
Oh, I don't know.
You could do it.
I don't think I've got
Definitely.
the mental fortitude.
I do. I
You're
think
a
you
lovely
could.
cheerleader. You got this.
I'm good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no damage running. I mean, I've only done RE1 OG, no damage run so far. So what's your pattern so far? What have you done so far?
What have I done in no damage?
Yeah.
I've done, oh God, I mean, like on RE1, I've done so many scenarios. Okay, I'm going to toot my own horn now.
Yes, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so I've got Jill, good ending. Jill, best ending. Jill, kill all enemies.
Wow.
Apparently, I'm second in the world. I think.
That is
I think I'm.
amazing.
I think I'm first girl in the world. Anyway, and for Chris, I've got best ending, kill all enemies. Again, I think first female in the world. I think so. I think second in the world anyway. Maybe I'm wrong, I'm not sure. What else on Chris? Kill all bosses, but it wasn't Team Hitler's friendly because I used V-Jolt.
Oh, right. Okay.
Don't use V-Jolt if you're doing Chris kill all bosses.
Right. Okay.
And in RE2 I got Leon A. And in Survivor, it's not been verified yet, but Survivor, I got the cleaner route, the handgun C route.
Okay.
Resident Evil Survivor. That was fun. And for that, I think I'm going to be the first lady in the world
Amazing.
to get that one.
Ah, that's incredible.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
I'm going to be playing Survivor tomorrow for the first time ever.
Oh, I love Survivor. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And you have to read the lore, Johnny. The lore, you have to read it. It's so dark.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I mean, I've heard some of the lines from the Biorand come up because obviously you get to get different characters, don't you? And I'm like, this game was a bit out there.
Yeah, it is very out. It's very dark.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe a bit trigger warning-y, to be honest. Some of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll see.
it's good though. I think you'll like it.
So, So you played Resident Evil when you were younger. You're playing it now as a streamer. What do you think? What is it? Do you think about Resident Evil that really kind of makes it like it's a massive part of your channel, isn't it? What was it? What is it that you're drawn to? Do you think?
I like killing stuff.
Right. Next question. So.
That's why I really love to kill all enemies, because you just kill everything.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's so much fun. I like the vibe. I like the music. I even like the backtracking. I like the corny dialogue. I like the sound effects. Even the little clicks when you pick things up. You know, all the little sounds, the dogs, just the ambience, the footsteps. It just calms me down. I find it really calming.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy that shooting zombies is calming, but to me it is, especially RE1. I find that really cozy. It's a cozy game. People laugh when I say it's a cozy game, but to me it's a cozy game. Also RE2, you know, with the music and everything. I just find them really relaxing, and I'm just a huge fan.
Yeah.
I really want to get into RE3. I played it. I got it ready for Biorand when we did Biorand.
Yes.
In January, I played it through because I thought I might get it, and I did get it. But I really enjoyed it, so I would in the future really like to do RE3 Nemesis.
Yeah.
No damage. That would be fun.
Are you? Please tell me you think part and Byron again next year.
I don't know, Johnny.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
We'll see.
But I haven't talked to you about RE4. Oh my God, Johnny, I love RE4 so much. It's my favorite.
Okay.
RE1 and RE4, they are my favorites, and there's just something so special about RE4. I've played it about 6 billion times. I've got it on my Wii. I play it on my Wii.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I love the Wii version.
Oh,
it's so much
it's
fun.
so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
So I just love them. I venture out sometimes and play other things, and then I always come back to them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. I really love Horizon Zero Dawn. I really love Sonic the Hedgehog. But I really, really love Resi. Not so much the remakes because they
No,
make me feel a bit sick.
right.
Isn't that funny? Um,
As in, is it like the head bobbing, or do you mean the actual
yeah,
gore, or
the motion sickness.
yeah?
Yeah. Which is kind of gutting because they are amazing. Like
Hmm.
2 and 4, they did a great job.
They did, yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
You okay
yeah,
with 7? Because you're playing End of Zoe, you said.
I'm okay with 7 and I'm okay with 8.
Huh. So it's like the over
Funny,
the
isn't it?
shoulder HD
Yeah,
hero ones. That's funny.
yeah.
Oh.
And I haven't even played Separate Ways yet because I started it and I just got that feeling again. I had to stop, so
No, that's a shame. That is a shame.
bit of a bummer. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm just a big fan. And sometimes I get like analysis paralysis and I don't know what I'm going to play. So if I just stick to the one category, it makes it a lot easier for me. I don't have to end up not playing anything because I've got too much choice. So
Sure.
it narrows stuff down for me and makes it easier for me.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. I'm happy with it like that.
No, that's cool. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Saves money.
Look,
It saves money.
it
I just
yeah,
pay the same.
yeah, definitely, definitely. We've got to talk about Sonic because again, I don't remember. I don't remember ever seeing you play Sonic. I must have missed those. So what?
Very in the very early days of streaming, yeah.
Right. Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
and I remember sitting there on the final boss for like 6 hours, and people still watched me. I was so surprised. But
Yeah.
I finished it. I got it. I got that game. I finished it.
Is that the first one or?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
I
one.
played the first one, just the first one.
Okay. Yeah.
I will play it one day for you. I love it.
Oh.
Yeah,
I've just been playing Sonic 3, so. Um,
they are awesome games, and
oh,
the music and everything. And I used
special.
to just sit there humming. And people used to like listening. Not many people, there were like 3 people at that time, but they used to like it. These were very early days, 2023, 2020, what is it? No, 2022.
Yeah, yeah.
Very early days of streaming, yeah.
Goodness. I mean, your rise. I mean, we'll talk about that in a bit, but your rise has been magnificent to see. Um, but let's keep out games from yesteryear then. So did you play much games with other people, or was it kind of like a solo experience? You play with friends, family?
Oh, solo. I
Yeah.
mean, when I started gaming, internet didn't exist or anything like that. Um, so we didn't do co-op.
Hmm.
Um, no, just I don't think I've ever done.
No.
I did do online on streaming. I did do co-op with my friend, and we were doing Elden Ring together.
Okay.
And
Nice.
and and he is like a huge master of Dark Souls. So we co-opted through the PS4, plus thingy,
Oh yeah, yeah.
whatever. And he just carried me through the whole game. I mean, I was just walking around picking up flowers and occasionally jabbing at something with my sword, and he did everything, and he was so fucking patient. He was so wonderful.
Yeah.
But I felt so bad because I really, honestly, Johnny, I was just fannying about, and he was doing all the hard labor, just carrying me everywhere, and I just ended up feeling really bad. So we ended up not doing it anymore. We did stream it. It used to be on Saturday afternoons.
Oh.
But yeah, he's so lovely. He actually said he missed it, and would I consider, you know, redoing it again? So I might consider redoing it
Yeah.
because I did feel really bad that I was so shit and he was so good. But apparently that's the thing. Apparently, the Dark Souls masters like to teach and carry the apprentices around with them. So
I think I've heard
we will
about
see.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I need someone to
but he
carry
was.
me.
But I loved the game and I loved the music and the it was beautiful, but yeah, I kind of felt really bad that it was just so shit.
If they're happy, then you're happy. That's what matters, right?
Yeah. But maybe we'll get back to it. He did offer, so yeah, he's lovely.
Yeah. So, is there
Yeah.
any games that you've played in the past then that like are not good? Because again, the games you mentioned are bangers. So, is there any like is there like a really bad game that you really
Oh
would
my
like? I would never
God.
play that again.
Do you remember Pandemonium?
You know what? I only came across this game a few years ago, and now I keep having people come to me on the podcast going, "Do you remember
Holy,
Pandemonium?" I'm like, I need to
holy
play
shit.
this.
It was a good game, okay, but the only you could only play it if you had your magazine and it had all the cheat codes in it, and you had to put in all the cheat codes.
No.
Because without the cheat codes, it was absolutely impossible. I mean, it was good, the music was great, the levels were great, but you really had to cheat with it. So
Hmm.
I remember getting really frustrated with it. You know, I've told you that I'm a tenacious biatch, but with this, no,
Yeah.
no. No, technically it's a great game, but nah.
It's very trippy. I've from pictures I've seen. It's
Yeah,
very
it's
trippy.
very trippy,
Yeah.
but so difficult.
Hmm.
It's not a bad game at all.
Yeah.
It's a great game. It's just insanely difficult. So
I'm going to be adding it to my Retro Sundays collection. I do want to play it at some point.
yeah,
I
do it, do it.
barely heard of it until a couple of years ago, and now it keeps
Oh my
popping up. I'm
God.
like, I need to
Yeah.
play this. So,
So have other people said it was
yeah.
their least? Yeah,
Oh no, not
yeah.
least favorite. Some people said favorite. Some people said,
Oh
"Oh, I played that Pandemonium
really?
game on the PS1." I was like, "Oh, what is this?" So, yeah, I
Yeah,
no,
that was crazy hard.
interesting. No, I need to look at it. I need to look at it. So,
Definitely look at it. Definitely, it's worth checking out.
so a good question for you would be, if you were stuck on a remote island, Montana, and on that
Yeah,
you can only have 3 games.
yeah.
And I'm sorry to say, you're stuck on that island forever. You cannot leave the island. You can only play 3 games the rest of your life on the island. You can play DLCs, you can play mods, you can play online if you wanted to, but only 3 games. What would they be and why?
Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 4, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Done.
Yeah,
I think it's
easy.
1 and 4. It's very interesting because they're so different, aren't they? So,
They are, but they're both Shinji Mikami, aren't they?
yeah, yeah.
I love Shinji Mikami. I love Evil
I was
Within.
about to mention that. Have you played those? Yes.
Yeah, I love Evil Within.
I've not played the second one yet.
So
I need to get to that.
I like the second one. A lot of people prefer the second one, but I am a big fan of the first one. I love the first one. The
Yeah,
first one should have been Resident Evil 5, in my opinion.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, yeah, easy. That was easy. I love
Yeah, it was
those.
very easy.
Those are the games that I've played so many times.
Yeah.
Like, there's only one game I've ever platinumed, and that's Horizon Zero Dawn.
Wow.
I don't do platinums. I don't really. I'm not really into achievements, stuff
No.
like that. But with Horizon, I had to have all of the face paints. I had to have all of the trophies, and yeah, and I love it. I just love it. I love Aloy. I could play it forever.
Have you? What are your thoughts on the sequel then?
I also love the sequel, but
Yeah,
not as much as the original.
that's pretty much the vibes I've heard from
Yeah,
most people. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. The first one is very special. The story is amazing. It's the story that is so good,
yeah.
but also the gameplay. A lot of people don't like the combat.
Okay.
I don't mind the combat. I like it. So there's a lot of people that say that, and I just love Aloy. She's a badass.
Yeah.
She's a badass bitch. I like her. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Do you?
So that was easy.
That was
That was
very.
easy.
That was very easy. That was.
Very easy.
I think you were the quickest to answer that I think I've ever had.
Yeah.
I don't think I heard the word Oh. Do you collect video game collectibles? Do you have any collections and stuff or?
Um, I have some rare GameCube games.
Oh,
I've
nice.
got Double Dash, Mario Kart Double Dash.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I've got Super Smash Bros. Melee. Do these count as collectibles?
Oh, it's video games. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Do you get any
Um,
figurines? Do you get pops? Do you get
Not really.
no?
I do have my Game and Watches. You know the Game and Watches that
Yeah.
came out? Oh, I've got those. I've got the Zelda.
Oh,
I've got the Super
sweet.
Mario. Yeah. Where I lived during COVID, they brought in this system where you had to get tested every single Friday. And it took 20 minutes to get your results. So I remember going into the testing center every Friday and I just sat there for 20 minutes playing my Super Mario Game and Watch. And it was 20 minutes out of work So it was wonderful. So
Oh,
yeah, that's my other story.
that's sweet. That is.
Um, but it's perfect. You just put it in your little wallet and you just carry it around with you.
Yeah. I,
And there's a cheat on it too, so you have unlimited deaths.
there we go then. There we go. Goodness, it reminds me of way pre COVID. But I used to spend every lunch break at work. You only got half an
Yeah.
hour. Um, uh, Slowly every 30 minutes, of 5 days a week, playing through the Pokemon series. I started from the first gen to the second gen to the third. I must have spent
Yay,
about
let's
two
go.
years, I think, spending doing that.
That reminds me, Johnny. I've got Pokemon Yellow.
Yay!
I don't know if that's a collectible, but I've got Pokemon Yellow. I've got Pokemon Green. I'm looking behind me. What have I got? I've got a Game Boy Advance.
Nice. Yeah. Uh,
Um, I've got a load of DS. I've got 3DS, 2DS, DS Lite, DS something else. I love my DS. I
oh, that's so
learnt my
cool.
Resident Evil 1 on DS, that Deadly
I
Silence
was gonna say, did you
game.
play that? Yeah, yeah, the spiking of the
Oh
knife and
God,
stuff.
yeah. I sit there on the toilet, sit on the bus, sit everywhere. Oh God, and even for my no save no damage of Resident Evil 1, I used my GameCube because the um the controls are the same buttons. So
Okay.
there was one week, Johnny, when I was sick and I just sat in bed and I just learnt no save no damage on the DS, and then it when I moved on to you know, computer, DuckStation, it was all there. It was
Mm.
all in my memory, and yeah, that's how I did it. So if you want to do it, you get sick, Johnny.
Yeah,
Get sick for a week, stay in bed for a week, and get a DS, and there you go.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
That's how you do it.
I'll guess it. I mean, I'll anyway. So
Yeah,
I've got a question
just
that
yeah.
a previous streamer has asked you. Obviously, didn't know it
Okay.
was going to be yourself, Montana. Obviously, at the end of today's chat, I'll ask you a question to ask someone else for the future. So, just going to ask you this. So, which is, what game or skill was the first that made you think, I have to stream and share this with the world?
So I never set out to be a streamer. I joined Twitch just to watch Resident Evil stuff. Um, And I was really inspired by Electrocute. She's an amazing, amazing streamer. I became her moderator. I still love her. She's still a really, really good friend and such a huge inspiration. And I never really thought about being a streamer at all. And then one day I was sitting with my PlayStation 4, and I also watch on YouTube a streamer who streams Horizon Zero Dawn. He doesn't have a mic. He just has the YouTube chat that he types in, but he
Right.
doesn't talk or anything. It's just complete ambience of Horizon Zero Dawn. So I was sitting there playing it, la 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 la, and I noticed this button on the control, and it said share. So I clicked on it. What's that do? This is typical Montana. Everything I've done, Johnny, is just complete like spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Like, what's that do? What's that do? What's that? So I pressed it, and it had this thing that came up, Twitch, YouTube. I thought, oh, I'll stream it onto Twitch. So I just connected it to Twitch, and I just started playing it. And I thought, no one's going to come and watch. You know, it's fine. I just play it for myself. And one of my friends from Electrocute's community came in and said hi.
Hey.
And then I did it the next day and he came back. And then I did it the next day and he came back. And it was just for like a month, it was just me and him. No microphone, nothing, just me and him. Me sitting there playing Horizon, and him just chatting to me in the chat. And then I got a mic, and then I started playing Sonic. And so then it kind of blew. I mean, it really blew up when I started playing Metal Gear Solid. That's when it really
Okay.
blew up.
Yeah.
But skills wise, I guess just watching this guy on YouTube and thinking, well, I can do that. You know, this is like what I used to do when I was younger. I used to play Resident Evil 2 on my PS1. I used to video it with my VHS tapes, and I used to watch it back, and
Oh.
you know, the same kind of thing as what I'd done yonks ago.
Yeah.
And it just evolved from that. So I guess just watching him and thinking I can do this, and then being as inspired by Electrocute, knowing what things to say, knowing how to be as a streamer. I learned so much from them.
Yeah.
So I guess my skill is watching and like assimilating and learning, and I like learning.
Yeah.
And I guess that watching and learning, and also I'm incredibly driven with this. Like there's a lot of stuff I'm not driven with, like normal work. But this, like I am very driven, and I
Yeah.
don't know why. It's just kind of something that appeals to me, and I like and enjoy. So it's all kind of come together, kind of really.
Yeah. That's
It's come
awesome.
together.
That's so
Yeah.
awesome. So as Metal Gear Solid was the where things kind of took a bit of
Yeah,
momentum.
it really, really blew up because I got a microphone. A load of people were fans of it, and it was my first playthrough.
Right. Yeah.
So there were so many backseaters, and I had by this point, Mr. Saps became my moderator,
Right.
and he was like, I'm going to be there for you because I'm going to have to delete so many stuff and so many spoilers because I don't want you knowing anything. So he was doing the Lord's work. He was deleting every, backseating comment. And then the hind fight came up, and fucking hell, Johnny, I could not do this hind fight. This hind fight took me 8 streams. I'm not
Oh
joking.
wow. Oh goodness.
But it showed everyone that I wasn't gonna give up. But it blew up then. It just blew up. That was it. After that, I was kind of I'd taken off by then. And
Wow.
that's when the no challenge stuff started,
Yeah.
and yeah. It's
That's
all been
awesome.
very organic though. It's all
Yeah.
been
Oh
very
yeah.
natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I am driven, but I've not really pushed. It's just kind of just happened naturally. So I'm very grateful. I
Yeah.
expect nothing, and I'm just very grateful for everything.
Yeah.
Incredibly grateful. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I feel very, very lucky. Very lucky.
So so it started off with just streaming the game spontaneously. Oh, what does I share button do?
Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah.
then it was after
Yeah.
time. It was like okay, microphone.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
remember the Avatar days as well. So
Yeah, the PNG. And
yeah,
that was all incredibly organic. It's all just just evolved. Um I used the PNG because it was free.
yeah,
Someone told me how to do it. And then a very dear friend,
yay,
Snooky suggested to me, look, Montana, have you thought about getting a VTube? Because your voice really suits a VTube and
it
your
really
community would
does.
love it.
Yes,
And my birthday was coming up, so I just thought, why not? I would love to be a VTuber. So this was my birthday gift, this
hey,
VTube. Yeah. And I was really lucky. I found an artist on Fiverr. She wasn't cheap. I mean, but she's worth every penny, in my opinion.
yeah.
And she did all the artistry, she did all the rigging, and it was just so easy. And my
I love
community love
Fiverr.
her. I love her. Yeah. My artist is in my panels on my about page. I'm
Oh,
gonna ask her
nice.
for some Christmas clothes as well. But
Oh
yeah, I
yeah,
love yeah. But even that was incredibly organic. I listen to people. I take on board advice. And I also follow my intuition and my instincts, and yeah, so far, it's worked.
yeah,
So we'll keep going on. But
yeah.
yeah, I love my VTube. I love her tail and her ears and her
She is.
booba.
She's lovely.
Yeah, she is. I
No,
turn into her. Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, everything's been really organic, Johnny. It's just happened, really.
yeah.
I'm very lucky.
A shout out to our friend Snooky Shogun as well, obviously.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's
What a wonderful
amazing. He's a
being.
very lovely friend.
He is.
Yeah.
He's so nice.
He's done a lot for me. I am very grateful.
Oh,
I've
oh,
met
he's
some
awesome.
amazing people. I really, really have. I've
Yeah.
had so many mentors, and yeah, I'm incredibly lucky.
No, no, we're lucky to have you. We're lucky to have you. So,
Oh,
so yeah, when we want to transition, so obviously, I mean, webcam is not something that is on the agenda, is it? It's PNG
no,
tuber down to VTuber,
yeah,
and that suits you to a T, basically, doesn't it?
yeah, that suits me fine. Yeah, I love her.
No, That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, first, oh, I'm being blurry. So first streams, yeah. So you started off with Horizon, then Sonic,
Yep.
um, and then it was Metal Gear Solid, and there's No Damage. What's next then? Where do you see the future going?
I would like to do more retro games, not necessarily Resident Evil,
Hmm.
but PS1 type games.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't, I'm not exactly sure what yet. I have been suggested to do what is it, Splinter Cell?
Oh right. Yeah. Yeah.
Someone said I should play that one. Um, I really don't know what I'm gonna play yet, but I do really enjoy Metal Gear.
Yeah.
I would like to I started Metal Gear Solid 3 and I really couldn't get into it.
Okay. Yeah.
But I loved 1 and I loved 2.
Yeah.
So, the retro games I would really like to get into it. Carry on with the no challenge stuff. RE3, I'd like to do. I would even like to do RE4 on the Wii.
Yeah.
No damage. I would love to do
Oh
that.
yeah. Yeah. On the Wii
Yeah.
as well. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. That would not be easy and it would take a long time. But I would be willing to work my ass off. What else? End of Zoe I'm working on. Director's Cut I'm working on. I would like to get more RE2 scenarios. I only have Leon A.
Yeah. I think Leon's harder than Claire, so I commend you for that. I've not done obviously RE2 No
Oh.
Damage yet. It's on the list for me, but I'm more
Oh.
comfortable with Claire than I'm with Leon.
So Claire A?
I probably would try that if I was to try No
Ooh.
Damage
So I could do that
RE2.
one.
Yeah. Yeah, I just find
I
the
will do
grenade
that one.
launcher so much more flexible. Whereas in Leon,
Okay.
the shotgun's a bit hit and miss, and then the magnums is fine, but yeah, I tend to find that the grenade launcher is really flexible. You got flame rounds, you got acid rounds, grenade rounds obviously
I'm-
quite good for against multiple enemies. So
I'll do that then, Johnny.
oh, there
I'll
we
do
go.
that. And also Tomb Raider. I want to do Tomb Raider. I used to love Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
And I haven't done the we have the remaster in the house. So I would love to do that one.
Hmm. There we go. There we go. Lots to look forward to then. Lots.
I hope so.
I can't wait.
I also have the Horizon sequel DLC. I've never played that one, so
Right.
I'm excited about that one. I'm kind of working through Horizon again. Every now and then I'll do an afternoon stream and just chill out with Horizon. So
Yeah.
hopefully that will happen.
Yeah. I mean, you very much come across as someone that will do something on the fly. Determined but on the
Yes, yes, yeah.
Which is
You've
lovely.
sussed me out. Yes,
fly. I'm gonna do what I want, but I'm gonna do it and hard.
yeah.
Oh,
So you just never know, really, Johnny. You
Yeah.
never really know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Oh, that's great though. It's a lot to look forward to. That's for sure. So, let's talk about that journey. Because again, huge congratulations to hit Twitch partner recently. I mean,
Oh,
like, it was
thank
like,
you. That was crazy.
oh, we're so happy
I'm
for you.
so honored, and I'm still in shock. Like it was in May. I got it in May.
Yeah.
So 2 months ago, and I'm still in shock. Incredibly grateful. It was definitely teamwork. I have the most amazing community who showed up for me and supported me and came to watch, and yeah, I'm just so grateful. I'm still buzzing from it. 2 months on, I'm still expecting them to take it away and say, "Oh no, we made it. No, it's wrong. We made a mistake." But
No.
no, and I'm so happy to watch my friends, moving up and also getting towards it. And
Yeah.
everyone is so supportive. Everyone is so lovely, and everybody was so lovely
Yeah.
when I hit it. Really happy for me, and yeah, I'm incredibly grateful. I feel very, very lucky.
Oh, it's so well deserved. It really is. And again, just saying that
Oh,
because that's like I've known you for about 18 months. Like, just seeing this rise has been so good. I
thanks,
remember
Johnny.
I remember tail end of last year. So for like probably about 6 months before you did hit it, I was like, wow, Montana's doing really well. These
Did
numbers
you?
are great. God damn, I'm so chuffed. Type of thing. It's because there's so many great streamers, right? and
Yes,
we've
yes,
all got our favourites, and we all got the
yes,
ones we're rooting on. And some of
yes.
them don't. Some of them don't hit that surge. Some of them kind of stay still, or some even decline, which is again unfair and just. But then you get the ones you go those real gems out there that you see then just come out of nowhere, just kind of go whoomph, and then that was you. That was like, oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Thanks, Johnny. It still amazes me, honestly. I honestly don't know how it happened, but I'll take it. Thank you
Yes.
very much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, all of you guys, for helping me. Honestly, it really was teamwork. Um, I'm just incredibly grateful. I just want to make people happy, Johnny.
Yeah.
I want to show off a bit, and I'm a bit of a show off. I want to show off a bit, and I just want to make people happy, and I hope that comes across too.
You come across,
Yeah.
Montana, as so humble, but equally, you're like, your worth, and you know how good you are, but you keep a humble side to it as well. You're like, yeah, I'm quite good. That's that type of, you know.
But no, I'm not going to go into that. But you must know, it does mess with your mind. Yeah, I do overthink a lot, and I do have a lot of empathy as well. And sometimes it can just weigh on your shoulders a little bit too much, and I have to learn to let stuff go a bit better.
Yeah,
That's my thing. Yeah.
yeah, no,
But I think a lot of streamers go through that too.
yeah, yeah,
And it's really important that we all talk to each other about it and know that you're not the only one who might be overthinking things. And it's important we all support each other.
yeah,
I,
definitely.
I, I feel like we are talking to each other a lot
Hmm.
about it, which is great.
Yeah,
Through DMs, I talk to my friends through DMs and, encourage them and just say, look, don't worry about it. You're doing great. Um, but yeah, it's important we all talk to each other. There is a lot, that can get into your brain and can kind of wear you down a little bit. So it's important to stay having fun.
yeah,
Remember, it's a fun thing. It's a fun hobby. Don't let, outside stuff get you down. Just have fun. And
yeah,
if you're not having fun, take a break for a little bit and then
yeah,
come back to it,
definitely.
that kind of thing. Does that make sense, Johnny?
I think it makes perfect sense. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Hope
Yeah.
that's not too deep for your podcast.
No, no. It was some of the questions I asked towards the end is what advice would you give to anyone thinking of picking it up? So it kind
Okay.
of it's going into that territory. So that's great. I mean, is there anything you'd think to mention to people thinking of picking up streaming?
I would definitely recommend you don't stream straight away. I would say that you watch Twitch for 6 months at least and learn all the etiquette. Learn from the best. Find someone that you really connect with. Watch them. Learn from them. You learn all the, you know, ways to interact when things happen. But the most important thing is learning the etiquette. It doesn't matter about your overlays. It doesn't matter about your emotes. It doesn't matter about your quality of your microphone, really. It doesn't. I mean, I know so many people that don't even use a microphone and they're
Hmm.
successful. That doesn't matter. What matters is you know the etiquette and you know the manners. Um, and yeah, the only way you know that is through watching and learning. So I would say for 6 months, you don't even stream, you just watch and you learn and you support. And then when you do that with your supporting and everything, people already know your name. And if you do want to start streaming, you've kind of already got your community because they know you.
Hmm.
So it makes it all a lot easier. That would be my best advice anyway.
Yeah, I like that advice. I don't think we have that too often on the podcast, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But not saying that hey, everyone's advice is valuable, and I love that because I like
Yeah,
what you said there because the etiquette side of things is it's often the thing that people don't tend to mention much, but it's so
exactly.
important. Yeah.
It's so important and it's not written down anywhere,
No,
so you just have to learn it just by watching.
and I think there's a certain way. There's certain like Twitch etiquettes, but then there's community etiquette as well, isn't it? There's everyone's kind of
Yes.
got their own like system or vibes or whatever. And again,
Yes.
when you're streaming for the first time and you're building a community, it's important for you to establish your boundaries as well, isn't there?
It's very important. And it's also important to have people around you that you trust
Mm.
and know that have got your back. And the only way you can find those people is as being like a supporter and meeting them in the chat and getting to know them and yeah. Otherwise, you don't know who might be around, you know.
Yeah.
So find people that you can trust. I have some, I'm like my editors. I trust them implicitly. They have access to my clips. They have access to my content, and I trust those people implicitly. So yeah, find people that you trust. Know that they've got your back.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's fantastic. So, are you think? So you did you say you're on TikTok? Are you thinking of like going into
I
like video editing territory at all, or is it live streaming?
No, I don't think so. I did think about it because if you use Streamlabs, you can apply for the button, the key or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I did. Did I send them an email? I think I did apply, but I didn't hear back.
Yeah.
And I'm really not that bothered that I didn't hear back. I don't think I'm going to bother with TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with the Kick, with the Twitch, with the YouTube. Not much happens on YouTube. It's there just so people can watch it when I'm live.
Yeah.
They don't interact there. My chat is turned off. But Kick, I've met some amazing people. I found some great communities on Kick, and we all support each other.
Hmm.
I'm very lucky because there can be some salubrious characters there, but I haven't really met them. I have great moderators there too, who are supporting me. So Cake has been fine, and their treatment of content creators is very good.
Excellent.
Their split is very good.
Excellent.
So yeah, and my friend, she's got onto the KCIP program, the Kick Creators Something program,
Okay.
and she gets paid by the hour.
Oh wow.
I know.
Interesting.
Isn't that incredible? So
That
they
is,
do
yeah.
treat their creators very well. So I'm happy on Kick. I'm happy on Twitch. TikTok, I'm not really going to venture there. I don't think.
Yeah. That's fair.
No,
Enough.
I don't think so.
It's not. It's
I
not for
do.
everyone.
Right. I do like post when I'm going live and stuff on TikTok, you know those things.
Mhm. Yeah.
But for live streaming, I don't think I'm gonna go there.
No.
Are
No.
you? Are you gonna?
I am thinking maybe TikTok if I do venture out, but like you said, it's getting the
Yeah.
stream elements key. I'm not a big fan. No, Streamlabs, sorry, Streamlabs key, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Otherwise, you got to have like 1,000 followers, and I'm like about 400, so it's like, okay, it's a lot of work to do. So I don't know. Yeah, my YouTube's slowly getting there.
hmm
It's a grind. It really
And
is a
that's
grind.
that's another thing for new streamers. You have to do the socials. You have to have the TikTok, the Twitter, the Insta.
Mm,
You have to update when you're going live. You have to keep it updated. There's a lot of work behind the scenes you've
yeah,
really got to do. If you want to grow, you've got to keep up with that.
yeah, big time.
There is, and you also have to. I mean, I don't like using the word network, Johnny, but you do. You
Yeah,
do have to like make friends, support each other, and that also takes a lot of time.
yeah,
You need a lot of time.
yeah. No, it's so true.
So, yeah,
You know, like we said, we don't like to use that word, but it's so important.
it
But
is.
it's doing it in the right way, isn't it? It's doing it
Yes,
with people again that you've got like-minded individuals, either because you have similar goals or similar interests, and that you can trust them, and to a point,
yeah,
obviously. And you want them to succeed. They want you to succeed. It's not for the sake of just
exactly.
supporting for support. It's supporting because they are genuine and they are people you want to succeed, and hopefully they'll feel the same way for you.
And people know if you're not doing it for the right reasons.
Mm,
People know. So,
yeah,
yeah, do it because you're friends with them. You want them to do well. You want to support them, and it all kind of comes together. But it does take a lot of time.
yeah.
You
It's
have to be
definitely
willing to put
overnight.
the time in. Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. Oh, I'm almost out of questions. I'm not sure where to go.
Oh,
I just had a great chat. I've just enjoyed
me
having your
too.
company for an hour.
Oh, Johnny, you're a smooth talker. I like it.
But
You
no.
can smooth talk me.
Oh, there's one game I haven't asked you actually. There we go. I was just looking for my list of questions. I haven't asked you about like difficult games. What are the hardest games you've played? Again, recently or in the past? What would class as a hard game for you?
Bloodborne.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Oh God, Bloodborne. I couldn't even kill that first dog. And then someone told me you didn't have to kill the first dog.
Yeah, yeah.
But Bloodborne, it really reminded me of like the Nintendo games where you just die and then you do it again, then you die, and then you do it again and you die.
Yeah.
And I just gave up. And I
Yeah.
loved it. I was gutted. I was really gutted because I loved it, but it was just too hard for
I completely relate to that. Like
me.
I love the look of Bloodborne. It looks like a game that
Yeah.
I just want to get in there and do stuff, but I just die constantly. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I can't
And
explore. No, there we go. So we ended on a kind of a spontaneous question, but I love it. So Montana, thank you so much for appearing on the podcast.
oh, you're welcome. Thank you for asking me. I've really enjoyed it. Has it been like an hour and a half?
Not quite. No, we just hit the hour mark.
Oh, we did good, Johnny.
We did really well.
Woohoo!
Thank you so much. So one more time, can you tell us where we can find you on your socials?
My socials? Twitter. Oh my God, I'm so rubbish. Let me have a look on my mobile. Twitter. I
Twitter.
think I'm just Lovely Montana. Let me have a look. Because on some places I'm Lovely Montana VT,
Okay.
and on other places I'm Lovely Montana. Okay, so on Twitter I'm at Lovely Montana, capital V, capital T.
Okay.
On Insta, now Insta's private, but you can ask if you want to follow me. Insta, I am lovelymontana.tv. What else is there? TikTok? TikTok. I call it TikTok.
Tic tac.
On TikTok, I'm on. What am I? What am I on TikTok? Oh, lovelymontana.tv. And on Twitch, I am Lovely Montana. And on Kick, I am Lovely Montana.
Hey.
All one word. Lowercase.
There we go. There we go.
Is there anything else?
I think that's
that's
isn't it? Yeah.
I think that's it. I think that's it.
Everyone, please give Lovely Montana a follow. She is a wonderful, wonderful being. Great vibes, great community. My favorite VTuber, and I'm not just saying that. Like, I need to check out more VTubers, but like you're the one that I'm closest to, that's for sure, and for good reason. You're great. I love you. Everyone, check out Lovely
Love you
Montana.
too. Love you too, Johnny Beard.
But yeah, that's another episode done. So thanks so much for watching, everyone.
Yay!
Give Montana a follow, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Well, have a lovely day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.